This is the Curry electro-drive conversion kit 3 mounted on an Electra Townie. Now, you might be aware that Electra actually has released their first electric bike recently called the Townie Go, and so it's actually based off of this same Townie model. And I've heard that when Pedigo, another electric bike company, first started, they were using the Townie as a base model for the electric bikes they were doing, and they were converting them just like this. And so I guess this combination has some interesting history, and I'm going to go into the conversion kit here and talk a little bit about the specs. So starting out, it's a 500 watt geared brushless front hub motor, and it's double walled rim, really powerful. This offers good speed, good torque, and by mounting it on the front instead of the rear, it's a little bit less complex. You don't have to deal with all these chain rings and derailleurs and stuff, and it sort of balances out the battery, which in this case is mounted on a rack. Some other electric bikes, they mount them on the down tube, or it's a custom-made electric bike. But as far as kits go, this is a pretty sound way of doing it, and I love the fact that this combination specifically has fenders and stuff. It just makes this a joy to ride. Let's go to the other side here. I want to point out that they actually have a built-in torque arm, and that's because the front fork of a bike isn't always designed to take as much stress as the rear. And so by adding a torque arm, it just takes some pressure off of the little sort of the dropouts. So that's a good idea. And again, makes it a little bit easier when it's on the front wheel to change the tire. If you get a flat or something like that, there's just fewer things to get in the way of that work. And you'll see that there's a quick disconnect right here. So this bike's, they've done a beautiful job of kind of zip tying all the wires and everything all the way down along the tube back here to the battery pack, which is locking. It's in this nice aluminum case. It's a 36 volt lithium ion battery. Whew, a little windy today, and it works really well. It's kind of the standard electric bike plug-in here. It's going to get a lot more charge cycles than if it was lead acid. It's a little bit lighter. It's going to take you further, and so the combination of this battery and that front hub motor that's 500 watt, I mean that's pretty high end. That's why it's the conversion kit 3. It's like they're one of the higher end ones. The downside of this mounting design for the battery is that it's bolted on. You can see right here and here, and so instead of being welded on, which a lot of purpose-built electric bikes are, and so that means that there's going to be more rattling and stuff, and it just keep an eye out, make sure you kind of tighten it up yourself over time. But the upside is you get to pick the bike, right? And so in this case, pick the seat, got a little seat post shock on there because this bike in particular has no shock absorbers, but you could put this on like a mountain bike or something, or you could put it on your super tiny bike, or really anything that fits you as a rider. And so that's one of the big advantages here. And again, this is just a solid kit. It's made by Curry. They make IZIP and eZip and eFlow. They've been doing this for years and years, and so this is just a great option if you want to get in and make your own electric bike. The way that it's controlled then is, there's a little on-off switch here, and this little panel tells you how much battery is left, and then you just press this little throttle thing. I'm going to go ahead and the bike just takes off. You can actually see it was like spinning the tire. There we go. It's got a lot of torque. Rides really well, and aside from the rattling and stuff, pretty good option if you're willing to kind of deal with the wires and make it yourself. This is a great way to go. For more pictures and a full written review, check out ElectricBikeReview.com. Thanks.